Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 50 Shades of Tay. I am your host, Taylor Gonzalez, and today I have a very special guest. He played a Docker in the Disney Plus Star Wars series Andor, and now he's going to be playing the King in Cinderella's Curse. I'm so excited to welcome Peter Watson to 50 Shades of Tay. How are you doing today, Peter?
Hi, yeah, doing great, thank you.
Thank you so
Really
much
happy
for
to be
joining
here.
me. Oh, great. I
Oh,
am
bloody
very happy
good,
to have you.
brilliant.
So you are playing the King in Cinderella's Curse, which is very exciting to be the King. How did you get this role?
Yeah, it's brilliant to be the king. Love to be the king. Literally, I was just very lucky. I got recommended to the director by another actor who I'd worked with previously on something else, and yeah, quick phone chat and checked out my show reel and got the job. And it was the one of the best jobs I've ever done. Really great cast, really great film. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, so far everyone I've been speaking to, I've talked to Lauren, Kelly, Louisa, Natasha just a few minutes ago. Everyone's been so sweet and so friendly and just very fun environment, it seems like, especially because you guys filmed in an actual castle, which is crazy to me.
Oh, it was fantastic up in Scotland. I loved that. I really did. It was so good. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them had worked together previously on other films, but it was my first time meeting all of them. And they were just all so welcoming and lovely and friendly. The cast, the crew, everybody. Yeah, so it was a great experience. They made it very much. And traveling to Scotland, which I haven't been to for 25 years, and being by the loch there and a fairy tale castle. And I stayed in a four-poster bed up in the thing of the castle, and it was wow. It was just fantastic. It really was.
That is crazy. I can't even imagine when I think it was Louisa who first told me it filmed in an actual castle. I was like, that I can't even imagine. That seems like a once in a lifetime opportunity. And then to get to stay there too while you're filming, that is
Yeah,
awesome.
it was superb. It was superb. It really was, and it was huge. It was just so big, and you're walking around thinking, right, oh, hold on, now I've gone the wrong way. You're going up and down the stairs and getting lost. The castle was fantastic, and I just think, sorry, I think the it really added to the movie. I think it elevated it. And when we were there, we had on the filming day, we had a horse and carriage for myself, the king, and the queen to arrive in. And beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And pulling up into the front of the castle, the evil stepsisters and the stepmother was there. And, it was just, it really was out of this world. It was fantastic. And I think that will show, certainly the bits I've seen of that scene, will show very much in the movie. And it's a fantastic movie. It really is. For horror fans, they would absolutely love it really well. I was there and part of the cast, and there were bits that scared me. Honestly, it was Kelly, who I believe you interviewed.
Mhm.
Fantastic actress, she really is. And when she starts screaming, oh my god, that's quite terrifying. And when she's coming at you, coming like an axe, oh my god, that's scary. There wasn't a lot of acting needed for that. Uh, yeah, really good, really good. I think it's going to be very well received, and it is a fantastic movie.
Oh, I cannot wait to see it. Yeah, so far everyone I've been interviewing has just been so nice and so friendly and talking about how it's actually scary. And what's interesting is a couple people now have mentioned that the castle was haunted. While you were filming, did you notice anything scary or unusual happen on set?
When they showed me my room, I was very lucky to get one of the better bedrooms. I got one with a four-poster bed and everything, and it was very old and creepy. And I must admit, I was looking and thinking, oh, this is going to be a bit dodgy at 2 o'clock in the morning. Luckily, I was so tired after a day's filming that I zonked out completely, and I didn't wake up at 2, 3 in the morning and think what's going on.
Mhm.
As I do normally in a hotel, I'm normally wide awake at 2, 3 in the morning. 'Cause it's a strange place,
Mhm.
so I was a bit worried about that, but no, it was fine. I just thought that the castle was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Um, I didn't see the cellar, so probably that would have not been good. But the bits I saw were beautiful, and I think it was a great place to film it. Really was.
Oh, that's great. Cinderella gets a wish granted by her fairy godmother. If you could have your fairy godmother grant you any wish, what would you wish for?
Oh dear, oh dear. I would absolutely love to work with some of the Hollywood greats. Um, Jack Nicholson is obviously still with us, but retired. One of my all-time favourite actors.
Mhm.
Robert De Niro, people like that. I would love to have been in Goodfellas. Would have been fantastic.
Mhm.
Or any of those sort of films of, back in the 90s with those people there when they were at the height of their power and their fame and their ability would be fantastic to
Oh, that'd be
actually do a
awesome.
whole film of them would be great.
Mhm.
One of my little claim to fames, I did a Uber ad for I did an ad for Uber, and I was in the background, and we didn't know what was going on or who was going to be in it, and they said Mr. De Niro will be on set in 10 minutes, and we're like, sorry, what? Robert De Niro's coming, and that was pretty cool that he was on set. And in the ad, you can see me. I'm just behind his right shoulder. No part, no speaking part or anything like that. But I got to say hello to him, and I'm in a scene with Robert De Niro.
Yeah, that is
Well,
awesome.
I'm pretty happy with that. It's a day's work, and yeah, I really enjoyed meeting him and being part of that experience. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
That is great. Yeah, that is a really cool story. I'll have to check out that ad. That is so
Yeah,
awesome.
check it out. It's on YouTube. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I'll look
it
for it
goes
after
on.
this. Oh, so cool. So do you remember the very first scary movie that you ever saw?
I think Shining, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Shining, Jack Nicholson. Yeah, one of my favourites. Where he goes mad. And The Exorcist, the original Exorcist, which was, oh, I probably would have been about 12 when that came out. So I was probably too young to watch that with the spinning head and everything, but I do remember it very well. Yeah, it's cool. I love scary movies, absolutely love horror of all types. I love gothic horror, ghosts, slasher movies, all those types. But I also like comedies, rom-coms, thrillers. I'm a real movie buff. I love the movies all my life. I've been going to the movies once a week and seeing films, and absolutely love it. And now to be working in movies, wow, fantastic. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, that is great. Yeah, I'm at the movies more often than not, honestly, because I just love seeing film on the big screen in
Yeah,
IMAX or in Dolby with the surround sound. It's just there's nothing like
yeah.
seeing a movie in a theater with other people and hearing their reactions and getting to
It's
talk
that
to people
thing of
after.
being with 200 other people where something happens, where something's funny, something's scary, something, and everybody reacts and you feel it, create something. Living rooms, you now got massive great big TVs, you've got surround sound, but it isn't the cinema. You need that cinema experience to really enjoy a movie, in my opinion. So yeah, I love going to the cinema.
Yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. Do you have a favorite Halloween costume that you've ever worn?
Yeah, I do actually. I had one a few years back where I had a baby strapped to my front, and it had, I don't even may have seen them. They were quite popular at the time, and it was animatronic. It had a head that turned round, and the head was all sort of like, teeth, ghoulish baby. So you walk in, you got the baby and a papoose type thing on your chest. Oh, it's so cute. And then it just turns around, and I think it went something like, "Do you want to feed the baby?" or something like that.
Oh,
It
that
was
is
good.
awesome.
It's a good scare when you walk up to people. So yeah, that was one of my favorites, I must admit.
Oh, very cool. So when I was going through your IMDb page, I noticed that you were on Andor. What was it
Yeah,
like working on a huge show like that with that huge scale and the production and the volume? What was
it,
it like working with them?
oh, it was absolutely amazing. Now the thing is, it was my very first job.
Wow.
Literally my very first job. And I didn't even know it was Star Wars. Didn't even know. I turned up for the fit in, and I'm thinking, some weird clothes they want us to wear. And then there's people coming out of makeup and they're all sort of like alien looking. I'm like, whoa, right, what's going on here? And the girl in the makeup chair, I said to her, I said, this is my first ever job. I've never been on a film set before. And she went, oh my God, how lucky are you to be on a Star Wars film set? And I'm like, sorry, this is Star Wars. I didn't even know. But it was very, very good. We filmed at Pinewood Studios. Um, it was summer and it was very hot, and it was very, very uncomfortable. It was very, very long, um, but it was incredible. Uh, we had crashed spaceships, we had little robots running around, we had aliens walking about, and it was, yeah, I must admit, it really, I'd always thought, wow, wouldn't it be fantastic to be working in the movies and working on a film set? And that day I was like, yeah, it is. It is really good. And I'm getting paid for this. Oh my God. I
A dream
literally
come
would pay
true.
you.
That
So,
is so cool. Andor was like one of my favorite shows. I was addicted to that show. It was Star Wars, but it was just like so mature and the writing was just incredible. I could not get enough of that show and I cannot wait for season two. Did you watch the episodes each week as they released, or how did you watch Andor once it came out?
yeah, no, I watched these episodes. I think it was 12 episodes, was that?
Yeah, I think so.
Like something like 12. Yeah, 12 episodes. And yeah, obviously I went through them in detail. And yeah, that was cool. It was cool. But it's difficult to see yourself now because there's so many people, and we were so made up with so much helmets and masks and like visors and stuff. But yeah, it's and the thing is, I can normally pick myself out because I'm the big guy, but there was a lot of big guys on that set because we were playing Dockers. Dockers had to be big, so we were all 6'2", 6'4", sort of size. So I had to try and remember the costume that I was wearing and go, "Ah, there I am, there I am." But yeah, it was a good show. I really enjoyed it. I think there will be a season two.
Mhm.
It took a long time to come out because they put Skywalker Anakin in before they moved ours over a bit, whatever. So there's another one that I did, which is a Marvel film
Oh yeah,
for
Kraven the
Kraven the
Hunter.
Hunter.
Hmm.
Yeah. And again, I seem to have this thing where I'm so lucky and I get really good stuff, and then they shelve it, and I'm like, what are you doing? Because that should have been out by now.
Yeah.
And they've shelved it. I believe it's coming out later this year, October, something like that.
Yeah, it was supposed to
And
come out, I think, in March. I think this
yeah,
month, and then they pushed it to, I think, yeah, October, or it might even be next year now. But I
because I
cannot
think it
wait
was
for that.
last year originally.
Yeah,
It
you
was
know what? I
last
think
year.
you're right. It was supposed to come out last year, and now it's this year. but
Yeah,
it looks incredible.
it does look incredible. Yeah, yeah. We filmed in Dover and turned the place. I'm not sure what it is, but it turned into a Russian prison, and so we had snow machines blowing snow everywhere. And you walk around the corner. It's every nice and lovely, and walk around the corner, and suddenly you're in central Russia. You know, it was quite crazy. Yeah, we were up in these cell rooms up on a gantry, up on a thing, and as Kraven comes in, he's escorted into the prison in shackles and everything, and we're hurling abuse at him and telling him we're going to kill him and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, it was very cool. Very cool. Again, I can't wait to see it. But it's been 2 years, I think, since I filmed that.
Oh
Been a
wow.
while. Been a while. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see Kraven the Hunter whenever it releases because that first trailer was so fun and Aaron Taylor
Yeah,
Johnson is just great. I love him and everything he does.
yeah. He was really good. Really nice guy as well. Really down to earth. Really nice guy.
Oh, that's great to hear. Are there any movies or shows that you've been watching lately that you would recommend to people? It doesn't necessarily have to be horror, just anything that you've been enjoying.
Um, oh God, there's so many. I watch so many films. You know, I'm one of these people, particularly at home. I tend to watch the same stuff over and over. I have my go-to movies that I love so much
Mm.
that they're my feel-good movies or my horror or thriller. Um, Denzel Washington is one of my favorites. I love The Equalizers 1, 2, and 3. Fantastic. So I'll always watch those. I recommended to a friend of mine a couple of weeks ago. We were talking, and I said to him about The Sopranos,
Mm.
and he'd never seen it. And the guy's like 40, and he'd never watched The Sopranos, and now he's like halfway through and going, "Oh my God, how did I miss that?" It's amazing how people, if they're not around at the time or whatever, but yeah. So I would certainly. Oh, I'll tell you one which you'll know. We watched recently Thanksgiving.
Oh, I love that movie.
Eli Roth.
Yeah.
What a great movie!
Yeah, it
And you
was way
think,
better than I thought it was going to
yeah,
be.
I was about to say that's exactly what I was about to say. You think, yeah, it's probably going to be another teen slasher, another, but actually, it was really, really good, and I think he did a fantastic job of it. And I think the fact that Eli Roth was doing it was what made me think, yeah, I'm going to watch that. That's gonna be good. That's going
Yeah.
to be good. That's going to be a good film.
Yeah, I totally agree. I can't wait to see the sequel. Hopefully, I think they announced they're making another one. It's just it's such a good film. And yeah, I went in expecting same thing as you. I thought, okay, this is gonna be okay, it's gonna be enjoyable. But I came out
Yeah,
of it and I was like, oh, this is really good. And I think right now it's streaming on Netflix. So people who haven't seen it yet, you can watch it at home and it's a fun movie.
yeah, it was very much, I thought, like the original Scream, the first Scream
Mhm.
movie before you got to Scream 26. It was the original sort of that thing of, it really captured the essence of it. I thought we did really, really well with it. So, yeah, yeah, cool. Well, I'd recommend we've got a film coming through, Creek Encounters, which you may have seen on my thing there.
Mhm.
Giant spiders, aliens, and that should be available in America on Netflix very
Oh,
soon. So that's a pretty cool movie.
oh, great. Okay, I'll check that out as well. Put it on my watch
Definitely
list.
recommend you
That'll
watch
be
that
very
as a
fun.
trailer to see. Definitely recommend you watch that. And I'm in
Oh,
it, so what more could you want?
yeah, that's awesome. Well, Peter, thank you so much for taking the time to join me. I really appreciate this. Where can people follow you to keep up with your upcoming films, your upcoming projects? Where would be a good place to check you out online?
Instagram, very much so. I've got a very complicated, well, not complicated, but a particularly complicated thing. Peter.Watson.7587. I'm having to read that, you see, because I can't never remember it.
I'll make sure to put a link to that in the
Yeah,
description of
if you
this
could,
video
that'd be
so
great.
people can come and follow you and see what you're up to next. But thank you so
That'd be
much, Peter.
fantastic.
I really appreciate this opportunity. It was very nice to get to meet you.
Lovely to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.